A local nonprofit provides families and agencies and community with services and support to children and families that promote positive development. Now, coming up on Polk Place, we're going to talk with them and see how they can help you. Make sure you stick around. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm Brian Lacey, and joining me in studio, two ladies. Hunter Ray, she is on the board of directors for Positive Family Partners and a longtime special needs advocate and a coach for Special Olympics. Welcome, Hunter.
Thank you, and you got it all in.
Yeah, I did. Thank God I can read. Also, Landon Exaros, she's a Teen International World USA 2021, founder of KidSafe, and volunteer with both Positive Family Partners and Special Olympics. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about Positive Family Partners. What exactly is it, and how can it help our residents?
Okay, what's great about Positive Family Partners is they provide so many services with people with special needs. So that's the starting point. But they also provide services for ages, from birth to our age. I don't know how old you are, but yeah. I'm pretty old.
As I once said to my parents, I'm this many.
Exactly, and we're just going to stay that many. So what's great about it is it started off doing early intervention, and that's how I got involved. I have a son that was diagnosed with Cornelia de Lange syndrome, and it's actually her twin brother, Nicholas, and they were really a lifesaver for us. They came into our home when I didn't know what I was doing. Here I was, he had had the diagnosis. I wanted to help, and I'm gonna cry. I wanted to help as a partner, and they were like, I remember Pac Rose, she was like this angel that came in, and they provided services. They didn't just treat my son. Like when I would go to a PT, they do PT, OT, nursing. When you go into a hospital, because we were in the hospital the first 7 months doing therapies, they didn't treat the whole family. But with this, they come into your home. So Positive Family Partners comes into your home. It doesn't cost you a dime. They do an analysis of your child, make sure that they qualify, but then they treat the whole family. And so that was what kind of got me hooked. And then I guess the continuation is, like, once you know what you know, it's like I wanted to be a spokesperson. So I started working with early steps and really trying to get the word out so the parents didn't have to go into this blind, because you're overwhelmed. I mean, even just having a baby in general, parents are overwhelmed, but having a baby that has special needs and you don't know where to go. So that's how I got involved with them.
Well, Hunter, when you speak of treating the whole family, talk about some of those services available.
Okay, I love this. And Positive Family Partners is one of the very few that actually does mental health too. So they do the PT, they do the OT, they do the speech, but they also do infant mental health, which is really a new and exciting area that's being explored. And the results have been amazing. So you have these kids that, they've had trauma, family trauma, and we're able to provide those services as well. We also provide, counseling for teens and adults as well. So they just whole gamut.
One of the other things that you're involved with that's near and dear to our hearts is Florida Special Olympics. You have a son that participates. Talk to me a little bit about how you got involved in that, and if you could inspire those parents out there that may not know about Florida Special Olympics to get involved.
Okay. Number one, I was involved before my son was born, which I said, you have blessings, and that was a blessing. So I already knew about Special Olympics. One of the things I didn't know was that, there's a variation of age, and I'm gonna let Landon talk about that in a little while. But, one of the things for me is it's not just about the athletes that are participating, it's also about volunteering. So when I speak about it, I wanna say, hey, you don't have to have somebody that has, an intellectual challenge to be involved with Special Olympics. Anybody can be involved, and you can be involved in so many different ways. And the other thing I really like about Special Olympics is even the athletes, they're now taking leadership positions. So they come in and they learn to coach And there's actually a training program for these leaders, these athletic leaders. So the world is completely open when it comes to Special Olympics. Like I don't care what your limitations, what somebody would say your limitations, because there are no limitations when it comes to Special Olympics, because they have adaptive equipment. So paddleboarding, that's the one I just got done doing, and that was amazing. So you have paddleboarding, you have tennis, you have softball, cheerleading, soccer, baseball, what else do we have? Gymnastic. Equestrian!
Yeah.
Equestrian!
Nothing speaks for a cause more than passion and the passion that both of you have. Landon, you got involved with Special Olympics. You're working with equestrian. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, I've been around Special Olympics, early steps, all that since my brother was born. So I've started recently with the equestrian.
Talk to me a little bit about what it feels like when you see the athletes running through, whether it's equestrian or other events. Talk to me a little bit about what you feel with that.
It's just like satisfying. It's a really good feeling in your heart to be able to see all those other kids happy for one another. One
of those things that you got involved with your nonprofit, just in kind of reading something, is we all have this 20-second rule with COVID and washing our hands. Now, something that you got is the soap that changes colors. How do you come up with that?
Well, like I said, my brother, Nico, when COVID first hit, he did not take it seriously. He was just dirty. And he's so dirty.
Can you say that about your brother?
Yeah. So I had to almost make it a fun way to stay clean. So during Halloween, after Halloween, we had these red hot candies, and they like to stain your hands a lot after touching it. So I thought, why not put it in soap, and after some time of washing your hands, it all turns red. So that's how I came up with the idea to tell you how long you've actually been washing your hands was the correct amount of time. So
how does that work with your brother? Did he get it?
He had fun with it. So yeah, it's worked.
And it's funny because when she told me about this idea, I was like, you can't invent a 20-second soap. And she was able to. She worked with chemists, and she's got a patent pending. She's 13 years old. Proud mom.
I like the passion that you have, whether it be with her nonprofit, with both the nonprofits you're involved with. Inspire those to get off the couch, to get out of the house. I understand we're in a pandemic, but we're all going to see each other when we come out of this. Talk about getting out and supporting a cause like these.
Absolutely. I mean, I hate to say this, I'm involved with a lot of nonprofits, and this is such a bad way to say it, but we're dying on the vine. We need people to get out and volunteer. Volunteering is not something that you just go do. Like, people just check that box. I volunteered for work. It really, there's an intrinsic value, and it becomes who you are. And so I can tell you, when I work with the athletes, or we're putting together Kids Safe, it's like I get a lot more out of it than I could ever give back. And so if you've never volunteered, or if you're sitting at home, maybe you volunteered once or twice here and there, get out. We need you, and we need you in so many different roles. Like, a lot of people say, I can't go work with them. I don't know how to paddleboard. I don't know. Well, do you know how to take, like, when people walk up, do you know how to write their name down? Like, we need those kind of volunteers too, because there's so many different jobs that need people to fill them. So.
Well, ladies, I want to thank you for coming in today. Thank you for your time. Come back and see me again real soon, will you please?
We will. We will.
Positive Family Partners provides and assists families, agencies, and community with service and support in children and families that promote positive development. They also assist the community to develop resources and expand services for opportunities for children and families related to infant mental health and child and family development and health. Now, if you need more information on them, here's how they can help you. Give them a call at 813-399-1625, or look them up on the web at www.positivedevelopment.net.